Hey, Plastic.
I accidentally swallowed some water.
For the hydrate your name, let me just drink some right now. Ah. How are you doing, my friend? I hope you're doing well, Plastic. Sandals? You're on sandals? Nah, nice. I'm kind of jealous. We don't have sandals. We don't have not sandals. We don't have snow here. Ba ba da da. It's Haley? Holy shit. Are you okay? Are you safe? I hope you're staying safe out there. We're just waiting on ad break to end so that we can start the game. By the way, since you're here, let me give you a shout out. You've been such a great friend, you know? Like, you've been such a dedicated watcher. I truly appreciate you. Like, words cannot begin to describe how much I appreciate you, man. So, thank you for stopping on. Thank you for being here. Thank you for stopping on by. Thank you for always being a great supporter. All right. We still have 30 seconds. I was about to say, I was like, oh, let's play. Oh, no. We still have quite a few seconds left. So while we're doing that, I'm just gonna play a little bit of Uma Musume on the side. All right. Without further ado, let's get right on it. And all right. Aha! I forgot to plug in my. I forgot to plug in my controller. I was like, why isn't it working? Ugh. I don't need it. Alright. From the save game data, yes. Alright, April 2nd. That's the day after my friend's birthday. They should have taken their time. I thought this was supposed to be a 10-minute recess. Also, hold on. Gameplay. I am I don't want reader mode. Gameplay. I'm okay with being able to speed through unread text. No. Story mode. I was hoping to just like make the text go faster, but they don't have that. Okay. Okay. Heh! Sorry to keep you losers waiting. But wait no longer. I won the race to find Delicia Scone, and here she is. Hello, dears. This lovely young man said you wanted to speak to me. Delicia Scone, purveyor of the most wondrous wares a pharmacist can offer, at your service. You know, you really shouldn't say that because you're really on our our suspect list. Delicia to my pals, and even Miss Delicious to some. You can call me the winner, and I'll call you whatever I want. All right, Winnie Pooh, whatever you say. It's lovely to meet you, dearie. So much for calling me the winner. Get wrecked, asshole. Oh, have we met before, young man? Get a load of this, Delicia. That's Miles Edgeworth, Gregory's son. Well, I never. It's a pleasure to meet you, Milesy Smiles. If you must address me by my given name, just Miles will do. No can do, you're Milesy Smiles. Woohoo, Greggy Peglegs boy. I'm all grown up too. Make me feel my age, why don't you? I wonder just how old she is. I mean, it has been 18 years, so any age plus 18 years. Wait, maybe we can see now. Age question mark. Okay, so she is our suspect. I mean, considering that we have all of like everyone's ages here, right? Wait, Eustace is also 17? Wait, that's the same age as Kay Faraday, so maybe I wonder if Eustace has some connection to the Yatagarasu, which I remember the name of before the time like I last streamed, because I actually don't remember why, because I was like, the name just popped back into my head. I mean, it's there on the screen as well, but it popped in like when I was trying to remember off stream. Okay, so Delicia Scone has no age, which makes me really, really suspicious of her. Okay, Eustace, I believe you have some questions for our pharmacist. Oh, yeah! What brings you to the gallery today, Miss Scone? What do you mean? Why, I came to see your dear old Moody Judy, of course. We've been fast friends for 18 long years, and no one's going to stop me visiting her now. I understand that you helped look after Mr. Gusto in the immediate aftermath of the attack. Oh, I didn't do much, really. Just whipped up a quick antidote for the dear old doctor. Okay, wait, how do you... Yeah, that is the biggest concern of mine, that you knew immediately what kind of poison he had, and and immediately had the antidote in hand. I mean, not in hand, but like, you had it ready to make. Wow, you can make an antidote just like that? Oh yes, dear. As long as I have the right ingredients, I can throw together just about any medicine you like. It certainly helped that the medicinal room was well equipped, though. We were much better off treating him here than losing vital minutes taking him to the hospital. Sorry, my Uma Musume addiction is crippling me right now. Hold on. Anyway, we did what we could. The rest, well, that's up to him. And do you know the victim, Miss Delicious? Oh yes, well, sort of. It's been 18 years since I last saw him. Apparently, he's famous these days. One of the best confectioners in the world, or so they say. Interesting. So he's a well-known public figure. Oh yes, dear. He was on the news and everything. Confectionery crafting king of the world, they said. Wow. So the old dog really went to Zhang Fa and upped his game, just like he said he would. Zhang Fa again. If you guys remember, the chat remembers, Zhang Fa was the scene of the smuggling operation, plus the point of origin of the Interpol guys. Perhaps if we could proceed to the matter at hand, Miss Go. Are you familiar with a substance known as Infesticide Ultra? Of course, dear. You use it to get rid of, you know what. Oh, it's awfully strong though. That's why they don't sell it in the shops. Might I ask what you mean by you know what? The little blighters that frighten the life out of poor innocent ladies like yours truly, that's what. Ghastly little creatures, running around people's nice clean kitchens and terrorizing them. Wait, but you're a pharmacist. You're not a patissier. Oh, I get it. Those. You mean rats? Thank you, Miss Scone. One more question, if you don't mind. Are you aware of what happens when the chemicals Asphyxion and Ubiquium are combined? Oh, yes. It's right there in the Infesticide Ultra instructions. Do not mix with products containing Ubiquium, ever. Because if you do, they react with each other and make a horrible poisonous gas. What was it again? Effects of inhalation include respiratory complications and, death. And poor old Gussie was very nearly didn't make it. So to make that much gas, you need, probably 500 milliliters of each chemical, I'd say. Ubiquium's awfully thick and sticky, and it heats up very quickly indeed. It's also bright red and smells minty fresh. Oh, and cheap as chips. That's why they use it in everything. Asphyxion's more watery and it's white in color. That will do, thank you. You're clearly well informed, Miss Scone. As well I should be, dearie. After all, Infesticide Ultra is made by the company I work for. Oh, but before you get the wrong idea, they don't go around handing out free samples. As they say, it's awfully, terribly dangerous. You couldn't buy it even if you want to. Interesting. Yes, Miss Scone, very interesting indeed. I think that tells us all we need to know. Strange, I thought she suspected Miss Scone. But something in that smile makes me wonder if she has some other angle in mind. What is it, Detective Flatfoot? Any developments to report? Yes, sir. Ah, Gumshoe. Turns out the sculpture's glass display cases open up from top. Huh, that's rather unusual. And the temperature inside can be adjusted too, all the way down to 0 degrees. The Pisces case was kept at 26 degrees. Dang near got my hand stuck to it. We're lucky you escaped alive. Anything more relevant to the case? Yeah, they found something on the underside of the top part of the Pisces case. Traces of Ubiquium. Oh, now we're talking. That's odd. If there was Ubiquium stuck to it, it should have stayed stuck. After all, at 26 degrees, it would have been frozen solid. It would, huh? So, how did things wind up as they are now? I think Kay might be able to help us figure out just that. Or at least Mr. Thief might. Heh. You guys are that desperate to get on my good side, huh? No? Fine. I don't know what the heck you're talking about, but take it away. Hold on, chat. Give me 1 second. There we go. I can't believe I'm taking orders from this guy, but whatever. Anything for the truth. Overruled. What? Before you get too carried away, the goddess of justice has no need of your help. We will find the truth ourselves. Well, we are gonna do it anyways, because it's our word versus yours. Your baby prosecutor just gave us a big thumbs up. What's the issue here? Oh, wait, don't tell me the committee has some dirty little secret it doesn't want us finding out. I'm not required to explain myself to you. But if you feel that you absolutely must participate in the investigation, perhaps you can prove to me that it will be worth our while to keep you all around. What exactly does she have in mind here? Who triggered the release of the poison gas? If you can answer this question, I will consent to your participation in the investigation. You heard the lady smiles. Somebody opened the Pisces case and let out that gas. Considering that what we've learned so far, there's only one person who could have possibly be, you know? Yes, the answer is indisputable. It would be... In that case, please kindly provide it now. Who released the poison gas? It would be Gusto himself on accident.
Take that!
The victim, Carmelo Gusto, is the only person to have entered the Autumn League. Thus, only he could have opened the case. Correct, that appears to be the only logical answer. Very well, I will permit your participation in this investigation to continue. However, if at any point I feel you are contributing nothing of value, you will be removed. Oh wait, hold on. I need to I'm accidentally on Discord. Let me remove myself from that. Immediately. Understood. Even if Mr. Gusto did open the case, we will still have no idea why. Alright, Mr. Edgeworth, tell me what you want to see. Let's use the data we collected to recreate the scene before the poison gas went off. On it! Ew! Don't scare me like that! So this is what you were talking about. You're Mr. Thief. Let's begin by examining the Pisces sculpture. There's a generous amount of ubiquium frozen to the underside of the top part of the case. Yeah. Which is what's keeping that lid on real tight. The actual glass lid is all cracked though, right? Somebody really went to town on your little house there, huh, Pisces? Do we have any idea of how the glass lid might have come to be so cracked? Well, it doesn't look like the outer facing side of the glass suffered any damage. I see. So we have a cracked piece of glass that we know was ice cold on its inner facing side. And we also know that it wasn't damaged in any direct way on its outer facing surface. Thoughts? Ice cold. Makes me think of the way you glare at people, sir. I see. Cracks. Make me think about those deeply etched lines on your forehead. It was cracked by heat expansion. Applying heat to ice-cold glass from the outside will cause it to crack. Huh. Well, I appreciate the science lesson, but why is it all heat cracked in the first place? Well, because of the blowtorch, obviously. Why indeed, a heat-cracked glass lid, lined on its underside with frozen ubiquium. It was a trap! You look like the cat that got the cream, Malzarino. You know what happened, don't you? I certainly do. And what's more, I know how Mr. Gusto opened the case. What? But you didn't give me a chance to figure it out first. It would have been quite the way. Well, don't keep it to yourself, Edgeworth. I want answers. How did Mr. Gusto open the case?
Take that!
The blowtorch shows signs of having been used recently when it was found here in the Autumn League. I think it's likely that it was used on the glass lid, causing it to crack. A blowtorch? Who uses a blowtorch to open a glass case? Oh, I get it. Mr. Gusto was trying to melt the frozen ubiquium so he could open the lid. Indeed. You beat me to the answer by a second, but we'll see who wins in the end. Don't try and tell us you nearly had it. You didn't have a clue. Nuh-uh. It was Edgeworth making things hard to understand. I actually like voicing Eustace. I hate him. I hate him as a character, but because of my nasally voice, it makes it really easy to impersonate Eustace. Just for him. All right, here goes. Man, I love the little thief. Mr. Thief, it's so nice. Mr. Gusto was all alone in the Autumn Wing. And while he was in here, he used his blowtorch to melt the frozen ubiquium on the underside of the lid. Uh-huh. And as the ubiquium melted, it mixed it with the asphyxion that was already present inside the glass case, thereby producing our poisonous gas. When Mr. Gusto had finally managed to open the lid, he would have released the gas and poisoned himself. But why would he do that? He made it as far as the fountain room, where he collapsed. So he opened the case, and came out the gas, huh? And out came the gas, huh? It seems we got there in the end. But why the heck a doodle-doo did he want to open the case in the first place? Well, that's a great question. A great question I do not have the answers to. I'm not sure. In fact, we don't even know what his ultimate goal was. I'm thinking he might have come up here for the same reasons. I did, to check out not the Autumn Wing, but the Winter Wing. You remember, right? I thought this was where the Winter Wing was when we first got here. Caught you out too, did it? My little Eddie Lumpkin. I was ever so confused with it being where Chillywink's room was all those years ago. There's even the same little tree in front of the blessed door. Who wouldn't be all at 6s and 7s? Ah! 6, 7! 6, 7! I'm sorry. I'm sorry for the brain rot. 6, 7! Wait, hold on. History. I'm just gonna send this to myself real quick. I'm just gonna borrow this. I need to send this to my friend, right? Because he's a big Ace Attorney fan, and he's probably gonna hate the brain rot. But you know, I feel obligated. Let me just do this real quick. Save, and then let me ping my friend. All right. Sorry. Thank you for so much for holding. Did everyone involved with the IS-7 incident make the same mistake? I think I need to go and take another look at the Winter Wing. Time to see how quickly I can convince Mr. Winter, though, I suppose. Eureka! Ladies and gentlemen, I have the answer! The answer to what exactly? The man was going to end it all! I'm sorry, my friend just said there's no fucking escape! A dramatic exit stage left, sort of artsy-fartsy farewell! Have you been listening at all this whole time? Heh, at my level, I barely need to listen to a word, and I still understand half of what's going on. Perhaps I can explain a few of the finer details to you later, Eustace. Winner's prerogative. Winners! Sure, thanks, Gavel. Thank you indeed. I find it's always best to leave things with like child wrangling to a professional. In the meantime, why don't you have something? Don't you have something to tell Mr. Edgeworth and his friends? Oh yeah, I totally forgot. What is it now? I took the liberty of investigating our friendly pink pharmacist here. Or rather, I had one of my underlings do it for me. That's nothing to brag about, you know. Shut up! Can't you see I'm talking? Anyway, let's put a pin in my suicide theory for now. Yeah, I have something more important to tell you. It was Miss Delicious who set up the poison gas trap. How could you say that? I was greatly saddened to learn of this, Miss Scone. Your profession is one dedicated to saving lives, and yet you used your expertise to try to take one. I beg your pudding! How dare you! I did no such thing! Perhaps you could explain, Mr. Winter. Heh, you bet I can! Get a load of this! This is Miss Delicious's pharmacist license. Very impressive. And it says right here that she's authorized to handle Infesticide Ultra. A product that we have established contains Afixion, one of the ingredients of our poison gas. Exactly! It's almost impossible for ordinary people to get a hold of that stuff. But Miss Delicious is no ordinary person. She's a card-carrying pharmacist. I didn't do it. This is all just a terrible misunderstanding. Objection! And that's not all. There was a bottle of Infesticide Ultra in the victim's pocket. And what do you know? It's covered in your fingerprints. We know that you and Miss Bound took the victim to the medical room. What better moment to slip the bottle into his pocket? No. Okay, well, now that the accusing is on her, I no longer believe that it's her that did it. Also, fuck my ass. Don't overdo it. There was only one person on the premises licensed to carry Infesticide Ultra, and that was you, Miss Scone. Furthermore, you are acquainted with Miss Bound, the owner of the gallery, meaning you would have access to the building and ample opportunity to prepare your trap. No, dear. Please, listen, you don't understand. That Infesticide Ultra was stolen from me. Lying will only lengthen your sentence, Miss Scone. I'm not lying. Oh, it's in my bag somewhere, I'm sure of it. What is she looking for? That's not it? That's not it? That clock looks familiar. Ah, here we go. I knew it was in here somewhere. Look! And what is this? There's something written on it, I think. April 1st, complaint filed, offense, theft, item stolen, Infesticide Ultra, 1 bottle. It's a crime report relating to a theft. A what? See, you silly billies, I told you somebody pinched it off me a week ago, no less. Wait. What? April 1. But today's April 2nd. I think the translation team has made another mistake. By which you mean to say that it was not in your possession at any point today. That's exactly what I mean to say. I think the bottle you found might be the one I lost. I always have some in my medicine bag, just in case, you know. And I'm supposed to keep my bag locked up tight, but, well, I forget my head if it wasn't screwed on. And now, thanks to silly old me, someone's gone and mixed up a cloud of poison gas with the stuff. I see, but why on earth would you carry such a hazardous substance around with you? Like I said, just in case. You'll never know when one of them might appear. You mean the ghastly little creatures that run around in people's nice clean kitchen types of them? You could just roll up a newspaper and whack! One and done! Psst, Cavell, what do I do now? Of course. I think perhaps it might be wise to confirm the authenticity of the crime report, just to be safe. It can't hurt to verify Miss Scone's story after all. She may be lying to us. Good idea. All right, I'm gonna go and give the precinct a call. Don't go anywhere. So Miss Scone might not be guilty after all. Indeed, if she really were the one to set up the poison gas trap, then I highly doubt she would have used a method that directly implicates her. So who do you think did it, Smiles? Someone with knowledge of the victim's likely behavior, and the time and the means to prepare. Two factors which point to one very specific person. Oh yeah? And who might that be? Don't leave us hanging, big guy. Who had the means to steal the Investified Ultra and dress up one room to look like another? Judy? Oh, I would've, I mean, until they until now, I really never would have suspected Judy. We'll need some solid evidence to support such a theory, nonetheless. So it was her, huh? Strange. It's like he already knew. Phew, nice shooting, Miles Areno. I might have to make that associate position a permanent deal. That is not what I was hoping for. Sorry, chat. Give me 1 second. I'll be back. Oh, I'm back! With results! The police have confirmed that the theft really was reported and logged, which means we may have been a little hasty with some of our conclusions, team. Team? There's no team. There's only you. No, I mean, we're only just getting started. Oh, then what's our next move? Well, first we need to go and talk to Miss Bound. And then, I'll think about what to do after that. Eustace, Mr. Gusto's real destination seems to have been the Winter Wing. Perhaps it would be worth having someone investigate that room more thoroughly. Oh yeah, we should totally do that. Flatfoot, go investigate the Winter Wing. Yes, sir. Cavell, we're going to talk to Miss Bound. Very good, Eustace. We'll join you, if you don't mind. See, it says April 2, and then the note says April 1. Alright, you have your orders. Go talk to Bound for me. Hi, Cat. Hi, baby. Wanna come over here? Hey, Mr. Winter, weren't we going to talk to with Miss Bound ourselves? Sure, but I thought, why not let the grunts handle the grunt work, you know? Means I can just sit back and wait for their report. A winning strategy. You spoiled little... Ugh, he's so exhausting. I need a break. Hi, baby. Sorry, my cat demands a hello. Chat, can I get a hello to my cat? Huh? There's something in the fountain. It's a dead body. God, it's a body! What on earth? What in the hell, Reno? Wait, who is she? Order! Order in the court! Somebody call forensics! Bad news, sir. Real bad news. Order! I will have order, detective. The eye sculptures in the Winter Wing. It's melted! They've all melted! What? Huh? Huh? Say what? Say Wait, what? Nani the fuck now? What is the meaning of this? Now we have 2 victims? Ish. Talk about deja vu. It's just like 18 years ago. Even the ice is melted again. Again? This is some weird rerun. Same people, same everything. I said it before and I'll say it again. This is no coincidence. You're with me, right, Mazzarino? Yes, I think the answers lie in the IS-7 incident itself. In fact, I'm convinced of it. Great minds think alike. Alrighty then. Time for another trip down memory lane. But I don't wanna. Wait, hold on. Okay, so this is the right one. I thought I was about to overwrite the wrong save file. Okay. I can't believe that the IS-7 incident was Gregory's last case, or that it's been 18 long years since. A murder at a confectionery contest, and one of the participants, no less. They pulled his body out of a treasure chest that was a part of Samson Tangaroa's chocolate tableau. He'd been hit in the head with a large rock salt lamp, and subsequently bled to death. We found the lamp hidden inside the candy castle Delicious Scone had made for the contest. But then, before anyone had the chance to investigate Mr. Frost's own room, all of his icy creations had melted clean away. "18 years ago. Back to the past. December 24. All of Mr. Frost's work destroyed. Mr. Von Karma wasn't very happy. He told us to get out, and in no uncertain terms. So what do we do now, Mr. E? I can't believe he just up and kicked us out. Von Karma is a total jerk. Now, Eddie. It was always the job of the police and the prosecutor's office to investigate this. Yeah, but you didn't have to talk to us like that. Who cares if we're cops or attorneys? We should all be working together to find the truth. You can't assume that everyone's aims are the same as your own. You may wish to expose the truth, but others might prefer to accept things at face value. Which way of thinking is right will depend on the person. But what if somebody innocent? But what if somebody innocent ends up behind bars because no one managed to uncover the truth? It can happen. We're all human, police and prosecutors included. Which is why defense attorneys exist. Our job is to help people in just such situations, to be friends to the friendless. Friends to friendless. Now, we may not be able to investigate Mr. Frost's rooms as hoped, but that doesn't mean we give up. You're right, Mr. E. I'm sorry. I should have thought more before I opened my big mouth. You're young, Eddie. You'll learn soon enough. I will, I promise! Mr. Edgeworth, Mr. Fender, would you look like you could use a little pick-me-up. Okay, so this is Judy Bound, right? I'm afraid this is all I have, but please, by all means. So, Judy Bound at this point is 16. She couldn't have been the one to kill, Artie Frost. Right? Samson Tangaroa is our client, but he can't have been the one to do the killing. Because, I mean, this is a bit of foresight, but the reason why he can't have done it is because there was mishandled evidence that ended up getting Gregory killed. But I really can't believe Judy Bound would be the one to do the killing, right? It's gotta be someone else it's gotta be someone else. We haven't met this person yet. Whoa, you're the best, Miss Bound. Rather misshapen and incredibly sweet. A little sugar boost might actually help, although these are a little too sweet for my liking, and a little uniquely shaped. I'm sorry if they're not to your taste. No way, they're great. They're so sweet. I wonder. I want to examine this a bit more. You're very kind. Imagine me, of all people, a mediocre confectioner. What if it's not Judy at all? But like, what if Judy's not the actual person at all? Like, someone is not pretending to be Judy, but like, someone is Judy, but it's a disguise. What? You mean you made these yourself? Yes, Samson loves chocolate, so I had to learn. Keeping him supplied with his favorite treats is just one of my many duties. Although he does spend most of the time coaching me on how to improve my technique. Mr. Tangaroa, sir, is a lucky guy. Getting to eat homemade sweets made by the one and only Judy Bound whenever he wants sounds amazing. Huh? I'm sorry, did you say something? No, nothing at all. Caught! Dear sweet Eddie, you really do still have a lot to learn. It seems you're quite committed to the work you do for Mr. Tangaroa, Miss Bound. Of course, what right would I have to stay here otherwise? What do you mean by that? I was abandoned as a baby, and Mr. Tangaroa took me in. Oh, okay, the plot thickens. That's right, one snowy Christmas Eve, many years ago, he found me on the steps of this very mansion. He saved my life, and became the father I never had. I can never repay him, but my work for him is the least I can do, and I'll be here for him for as long as he needs me. Okay, I get it now. So, Carmelo Gusto killed Artie Frost. So, in revenge, and framed Samson Tangaroa. And in revenge, Judy Bound tried to kill Carmelo Gusto. Okay, I'm understanding now. I must be getting old. I'm walling up a little myself. And to think today is Christmas Eve, and I can't even give him his presents in person. I'd do anything to save him, anything. Yep, there's the trigger word. Please, if there's something I can do to help, just say it. We're very grateful, Miss Bound. Perhaps you can help us by answering a question. Did you know the victim? Not very well, I'm afraid. Oh, but if you wanted to see some of his work, I have a picture of the sculptures he made for the final. Oh? My, they're stunning. Aren't they? I think... who would have thought you could make such intricate statues out of flavored ice? Samson adored them too. Oh hey, that's Taurus and Gemini, right? I didn't know you were keen on constellations in the zodiac, Eddie. Oh, I love it. The stories those stars can tell. Take Gemini, for example. See the lyre? That's what the harp is called. And the arrow and the... Hold up. The lyre doesn't have any strings. Huh. Did Mr. Frost... forget to add them, maybe? That doesn't sound something like he'd forget to do. Wait, really? But I thought you just said you didn't know him very well. Oh, he didn't seem like the type. It seems she got something to hide, too. You took this photograph yourself, Miss Bound. Yes, I used this instant camera here. It develops the pictures as soon as you take them. It's so useful. Oh, I'd love to see it in action. Then why don't I take your picture? Yes, come on, Mr. E, let's get a shot of the both of us. Well, alright then. It would be a shame to waste a good hair day. There, all done. And the pictures are yours to keep, Mr. Fender. Oh gosh, thank you so much. That's such a cool camera. Well, it's the only one we've got, so we use it for all our picture-taking needs. It's very convenient, but the lack of negatives is something of a shame. But there aren't any negatives for us to reference, huh? I assume Mr. Tangaroa used the same camera during the contest. Yes, you assumed correctly. He used it for some work-in-progress pictures of his seascape. And later to take some photos of other contestants. But didn't you take a picture of the body when you discovered it? And didn't you discover the body while the judging was still underway? Ah, yes. Samson wanted pictures of all the entrance completed rooms. But the film ran out just as he finished photographing Mr. Gusto's work. So he asked me to go and put in a new cartridge. He seemed to think there should have been more shots left than there were. So we're missing some pictures. In other words, the film ran out sooner than expected. Yes, the number of shots he took didn't line up with the number of shots remaining. But he thought maybe he just lost track somewhere. But had he really though? I went to our living area to change the film and was passing through the fountain room on my own. When I heard the sound of something break and collapse in Samson's room. Oh my god. Chat, this Uma Musume run is cooked beyond belief. Samson, are you in there? Ah! Eek! Mr. Frost's body was just lying there. I was in total shock. It was all too much. But I remember, I called the police. And then I went to tell everybody else. And the camera. It's been with me ever since. I see. I'd be grateful if you could lend us the camera and picture Miss Bound. Of course, here you go. Thank you. And then we've had it since. Detective Bad, Miss Scone, are they done investigating? They're done with me. They're done with me, that's for sure. Certain. The big meanie told me to clear off. Honestly, that mannequins will be the end of me. That cheek of him. Guess he got tired of people cluttering up his crime scene. Did he run you off too, Detective Bad? Yeah. Von Karma seems to think I'm a nuisance. Can't do things his way with me around. Why would Mr. Von Karma go so far as to exclude his own lead detective? Because he's forging evidence! Still, got a pretty good look at the scene. As for Gusto, he's enjoying a nice little chat right now in Frost's room. What about? About the fact that Miss Bound said she saw him going in there during the contest. Mr. Gusto went into Frost's room. That's right, and I have to say, he looked very much like he didn't want to be seen. I don't know what he could have been up to. Is that really why Mr. Gusto went into Mr. Frost's room? Who knows? Who knows, chat? Sorry, chat. I just saw a name I haven't seen in a long time. They're probably lurking, and I appreciate them lurking, but I want to tell them I appreciate you being here. Got a photo of the room right here, if you need it. It's all yours. Wait, what? Why would you just give it to us? Do I gotta spell it out for you, kid? I'm offering to help you guys. I want the truth about this case to come out. Wait. Oh, never mind. Okay. I had to remember the chronology of the facts. So, remember, chat. After Gregory dies, Mr. Bad teams up with the defense attorney and the prosecutor, Kei Faraday's dad, to become the Yatagarasu. But then they got betrayed by the defense attorney, who was actually like, I don't know, an assassin. I think she was an assassin in disguise. Detective, really, Detective Bad. Mr. Von Karma won't be happy about this. Who cares? Yeah, well, I'm not Von Karma's stooge. If he's gonna stonewall my investigation, then I'm not gonna play by the book either. Can't let some pesky rules keep me from finding the truth. Let's go. This is why I love Detective Bad. Now, can I, Mr. Edgeworth? Indeed. Thank you, Detective Bad. Wow, I can't believe you won him over, Mr. E. It's not like he won him over, it's just Detective Bad didn't want to, like, be hindered by his own teammate. Well, I haven't the foggiest of what you're going on about, but here's to new friends, eh? It's definitely nice to have the good detective on our side, that's for sure. Alright, let's take a look at that photograph. Here. This is what Frost Room looks like right now. Yikes! There's nothing left of his flavored ice sculptures but puddles. The floor seems to be completely covered in a pale blue liquid. I should compare this to the photo I just borrowed from Miss Bound. I assume that the unplugged power cord has something to do with all this. Yeah, once that was out of the socket, this display case has lost power, and up the temperature went. Looks like they were all connected to the same power strip. Do you have any idea when it was unplugged? Nope, still working on that. Those sculptures were beautiful. What a waste. You can say that again. I should have taken a few more bites out of them while I had the chance. What? So they tasted good? Did they ever? I've never tried ice so scrumptious in all my life. Really? Oh man, I wish I could have had a bite. Well, scrumptious except for the salty bit, of course. That was unbearable. The salty bit? It's in the other photo you got there, this bit. The hoppy thing. Gemini's liar. Wait, that's why he had no strings? Because you ate them? I didn't eat that much, you cheeky little devil. I told you, it was all horrible and salty. I don't know why that chuckles me. That chuffs me. It's interesting that only one particular part of this particular sculpture tasted different from the rest. And could somebody other than Miss Scone really be responsible for eating the rest of the strings? Did you notice anything else, Miss Scone? Come to think of it, I did. There was a funny little mark on Chillywink's work. It was 2 little letters. Let me see if I can draw it for you. There we go. Yes, it looked just like that. It's almost like a signature or something. Wait. Wait a second. I just knew Mr. Frost wouldn't have made that heart without strings. He's not the type to skip an important detail like that. I hope you don't mind me asking, Miss Bell. But are you certain you didn't know Mr. Frost particularly well? What? No, I barely knew him, I swear. No, I know. Okay, so... What was it? Paul Halik. So, this guy's real... Artie Frost's real name is Paul Halik. Okay. And they knew, but they were covering for him. I see. Is that so? You certainly seem to have some strong opinions about his attitude towards his work. No, the sculptures were so carefully made. I didn't think he missed something so important. I'm sorry, but I don't believe you. Actually, no, that's a really good point, though, that she makes. But yes, for the sake of plot convenience and the game, we don't believe you. What makes you say that? I have an item of evidence that appears to have been one of Mr. Frost's possessions. And it shares a key feature with another piece of evidence. Well, I don't know what you're talking about if you don't share. So what are these 2 pieces of evidence of yours? Okay, this is the first.
Take that!
And now the second.
Take that!
Miss Scone found 2 letters carved into Mr. Frost's ice sculptures. I think they were a signature of sorts. After all, it's not unusual for an artist to initial their work. Sorry, give me 1 second. I guess not. That's right, dear. It's just like you said. A Chillywinks statue had the letters PH carved and then plain as day. PH? Shouldn't it be AF? You'd think so, but take a look at this. It's the seal we found at the crime scene. It seems reasonable to assume that it fell from Mr. Frost's pocket, and when pressed into the surface of an item, it would leave behind the letters PH. The same pottery mark we see imprinted on the bottom of the items in the tea set. The same pottery mark? We have already established that the tea set is the work of sculptor Paul Halik. From that, we can assume that these same letters will mark any item out as a piece of his work. A fact of which you are well aware, correct, Miss Baum? Well, yes, I know that he always marks his work with his initials like that. He's never revealed his true identity in public, so it's the only way to know his works are truly his. You mean Paul Halik was... That's right, Detective. Artie Frost had another identity. Paul Halik? He was no ordinary confectioner, at least as far as Miss Baum was concerned. For you see, Mr. Frost was in fact... a famed sculptor. Was in fact none other than the famed sculptor Paul Halik. What? Mr. Frost and Paul Halik were the same person? But it's not like the mark is hard to copy, though. Anyone who's seen it could fake being him with it. Not exactly conclusive proof that Frost was who you say he was. It was proof enough for Miss Baum. Whatever happened, what matters is that she believed it. His true identity will have to be investigated by the good people of the precinct. Alright. I'll have the boys look into it. I should have known I couldn't hide it from you, Mr. Edgeworth. So you admit it. You were aware of who Mr. Frost really was. I was... When I discovered his body, I saw the seal you found. Don't ask me how, but I just knew straight away that he was my dear Paul Halik. Imagine, his entries in a confectionery contest were his final legacy. A great man like that. And to be honest, did you enter Mr. Frost's room at any point? Hold on, chat. Give me 1 second. Wait, hold on. Hold on. Ah! I just had a thought. Do I have this? No. That's not it. Add source. Add image. No. Shit. Oh, it's counterclockwise. Darn. Okay. What? Why are you asking me that? The photograph of Mr. Frost's room. I'd like to know when it was taken. Oh, I must have gotten it mixed up with the one Samson took during the judging.
Objection!
I'm afraid I find that rather hard to believe. You said yourself that the camera ran out of film during the judging. And that you've had charge of the camera since before Mr. Tangaroa had the chance to visit Mr. Frost's room. That's how you were able to take that picture when you discovered Mr. Frost's body. I suppose so. This suggests that you took only 2 pictures with the new film, one of Mr. Frost's body and one of his room. But I have a piece of evidence that says otherwise. You do? Which piece of evidence contradicts the assumption that Miss Bound only took 2 pictures? Whoops.
Take that!
It says only 3 pictures. The camera? You gave the picture of the body to the police, and the picture of Mr. Frost's room to me. Oh, and you gave us the picture that you took of me and Mr. Edgeworth, too. 3 photographs in total, and yet the film cartridge in this camera only has 3 exposures remaining, out of a total 20. You took more pictures, and I want to know what of. I'll need to see all the photos you took. Perhaps then we'll finally learn what you were really up to. I'm so sorry. I confess, I've been lying to you. These are all shots of Frost's room. I'm so sorry. Looks like she took pictures of his work from every possible angle. And when they were taken, the ice still hadn't melted yet. Wait, don't tell me. It was you. It was, at least, I'm pretty sure it was. You are? Why? Well, you see, I'm a huge fan of Mr. Halik's work, as you know. I was petrified that they might be ruined, what with the investigation that was going on and everything. So I thought I should at least capture the sculptures on film for posterity. And how did that make them melt? I think perhaps I was so intent on getting the perfect photographs that I might have tripped over the power cord without noticing. By mistake. Are you sure? I didn't notice it at the time, but, well, how could I have been so careless to cause the loss of his final masterpiece? That seems a little convenient to me. I'm not sure I believe it, but I'm not in a position to refute it either. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to cause any trouble. I think she hid it. Please, don't worry about it. The important thing is that you told us the truth. I don't think she told the truth. What he said, no hard feelings, Miss Bound. Thank you. Mr. Edgeworth, picture's yours. Hope it helps. Mr. Frost's room updated in the court record. Okay, let's look at it. I want to take a look at it. Oh, we're taking an ad break. So, we'll be right back. Take a sip of water, go to the restroom. Right? Have I missed it? Have I missed the ad break and I just like been talking the whole time? I don't know. Are you infernal nuisances still here? You don't know when to give up. Linger for as long as you like. The answer is still the same. You are not part of this investigation. Whether we're part of it or not, we'll uncover the truth nonetheless. It seems you don't know when to shut up either, but I commend you on your stubbornness. A stubborn fool whose foolishly, I don't remember. I don't remember what Von Karma says. Not this Von Karma, the other Von Karma. I'm afraid I'm the one responsible for Mr. Frost's work melting. What? What is the meaning of this? I'm so sorry, and to you, Mr. Gusto. No concern of mine. I didn't do anything, and Mr. Von Karma agrees. Nothing at all, Mr. Gusto. You went into Mr. Frost's room, didn't you? Perhaps you could tell us why. Sure, I was.
Objection on.
Silence! You are not to give the attorney even the tiniest shred of information. Duty bound, you are coming with me. I have reason to believe that you are an accomplice of the accused, Mr. Samson Tangaroa. Huh? No, oh, I will be interrogating you personally, so you had better get your story in order. Hold on. Okay. I understand. Wait, please. I'm not done questioning her myself. And you think I care because... What a jerk. Bad, Gusto, and you, Scone. I have questions for all of you, and I expect answers. Fine. Fine by me. Oh, you could have these asked nicely, mannequins. Okay, I want to look at the... He took literally everyone with him. I want to look at the pictures before we swap back to the present or something. Is that the only two? I thought we got more. One from Bound and one from Detective Bound. I thought we got more pictures. Indeed. Well, I suppose that means there's little point in us hanging around either. Perhaps it's time we got going anyway. It is rather late. I hope the snow has let up. You're right. Home time. Yes, my stomach's in agreement too. Haha. Alright, let's go grab a burger. Before my own stomach starts... Sounds good to me. Let's eat up and rest up. We'll need to be fighting fit for tomorrow. We will indeed. Our first port of call will be with Mr. Tangaroa. No. Why is she here? Also, it's Christmas Day. It's surprising that the place is open. You would think that it'd be closed on Christmas. Hey, it's Miss Bound. Oh, Mr. Fender. And Mr. Edgeworth. I'm so sorry about what happened yesterday. She looks rather tired. Has Mr. Von Karma finished interrogating you? Yes, though he really only seemed interested in how I melted those sculptures. Are you here to see Mr. Tangaroa too? Yes, I'm terribly worried about him. Oh, hey, Bad. Detective Bad. What are you doing back there? Oh, Just happened to be here. I'll be heading back to the scene soon. Not sure how anyone just happens to be at a detention center, but okay. Good morning. Holy shit, his hair turned completely white! Mr. Tangaroa, what happened to you? Oh no, Samson, what did they do to you? They didn't seem to want to let me sleep. I had no idea interrogations could be so involved. Sorry if I seem distracted. I think I'm a little... tired. They're not letting you sleep. Isn't that like... Yeah, that's cruel and unusual punishment. Hello? I'm not the one doing the interviewing. It's the guy they put on the case before me. I like Von Karma's methods about as much as you do, which is why I'm doing what I can do to help. It was Detective Bad who got me out of there. I'd still be in that interrogation room right now, if it weren't for him. Detective Bad really is trying to look out for Mr. Tangaroa in his own way. Hi! Hey Isaiah, how are you? I hope you're doing well. Alright, Eddie. Let's share yesterday's finding with Mr. Tangaroa. What have you been up to? How's everyone in the Sudoku community? You got it, Mr. E. I just had them Buldak, so I'm dying. Oh, nice! I freaking love Buldak. My country's favorite burning spice noodles. Fucking love them. Probably just original, right? Habanero. Okay, I'm addicted to the habanero lime flavor. Oh my god, it's so spicy, but I don't know what they put crack in that lime flavoring. Oh my god, I'm salivating just thinking about it. Mr. It's spicy. I like the habanero lime carbonara and the cream carbonara and the kimchi one. You know what? I don't remember trying the kimchi one, but I have had carbonara and the cream carbonara. I can't taste the difference between the cream carbonara and the carbonara. I mean, it's a bit lighter, but other than that, I can't tell the difference. But you know what? I love your choices. Those choices are really good, and I approve. That reminds me of Lionfield, I think they're called. Those are the only ones I like. You know what? Excellent choices. I freaking love those. I don't even like the cheese one. Yeah, okay. I don't like the cheese one either. It doesn't taste like cheese, and it just clumps up. It's awful. So I'm with you there. I'm with you there, brother. It's like boxed Mexican cheese with bulldog sauce. You know what? If they do that, they should definitely do they should do that as whatchamacallit? Shit, my brain just like farted real quick. No, they should make a mac and cheese with that bulldog sauce. That would be cool. I got a 4x4 for Secret Satan? For Secret Satan! Not Secret Santa, for Secret Satan? Also, what's a 4x4? Oh, like a Rubik's Cube 4x4? Or, oh, 4x4 Sudoku. Oh, that's cool. So it's like 16 cells. That would be 16. That would be 16 in each box, right? No? Gotta check that link. It's a 4x4. Oh. Whoa! Whoa, that's cool! That's so cool! I fucking love it! So these, so the red lines connected together are the same. Wait, they're not. They can't be the same number, can it? Because like I'm looking at on the very first grid, it has row 1 column 4 and row 1 column 7 are connected together. They have to mean different. The red lines have to mean something different, right? Where's the rules of this? Oh, show rules. There we go. Place digits in some cells and shade all even digits and no odd or empty cells. Cells connected by a red line containing the same digit or lack thereof. What? Cells connected by the green line has the same shading. Oh, okay, so there's empty cell. So there's empty cells. Green, connected green lines means that they are the same. They have the same shading or no shading. So that means a lot of these red lines that are connected together, since they can't be. Wait, hold on. I need to keep reading. Additionally, each puzzle fulfills one of the 4 shading genres and one of the 4 number genres listed below. No genre appears twice in a row, column, or box, and no 2 puzzles anywhere have the same rule set. A puzzle may have boxes drawn in and not have neither of its rule sets use them. Okay. Both the shaded and okay, so each puzzle okay, so each puzzle is gonna either have one of the shading rules and one of the number rules. No genre appears twice in a row, column, or box. And no 2 puzzles anywhere have the exact same rule set. Wait. No genre appears twice in a row, column, or box? What do they mean by that? Like, are they telling me that the shading genre is gonna change with each The shaded cells from a connected region, no, so 4 cells in a row may be all shaded or unshaded. Tetrachain, the shaded cell. Tetronyms, potentially 0. No tetronyms may touch orthogonally, and all tetronyms must form a diagonally connecting network to the same. Tetronym may not touch diagonally, counting rotations and reflections as the same. Okay, Nori shaded 2 cells in each region, such that each shaded cell has exactly 1 shade. So if row 1, column 1 of the overall 4x4 Sudoku there is Sudoku, there can't be Sudoku in row 1, column 1, or... Oh, okay. Okay, that makes a little more sense. I was so confused because, like, does that count the row, like, let's say the first Sudoku box has, like, the first Sudoku grid has yin yang shading on row 1. Does that count as row 1 on the second grid over? No. Okay. I'm starting to understand it. Okay. This is way above me, man. Place a number 1 with no number repeats. Oh yeah, okay, that's regular Sudoku. Philomeno number 1 through 9 in each cell, so that every orthogonally connected set of the same number has an area equal to that number. Given okay, simple calculus 1 through 9 in each cell, such that each number counts the occurrences of that same number in the same row column, only counting itself once. Place a number 1 through 4 in some potentially 0 cells, such that the numbers form orthogonally connected region, and each number indicates how many of the neighboring cells that contain a number go to. The same number may touch. But okay, so it's saying that cells connected by. Okay, wait. I'm trying to figure out the number parts. One in each cell, such that every orthogonally connected set of the same number has an area equal to that number. Oh, okay. Given region borders must separate two different numbers. Place a number 1 through 9 in each cell, such that each number counts the occurrences of that same number in the. Oh, okay. Each number counts the occurrences of that same number in the same row or column, only counting itself once. So, okay, I understand now. Place same number. So, like the first puzzle can be Gakko. Each number can indicate how in the neighboring, or it could be Sukuro. Okay, okay, that's so. You also, so not only do you have to figure out what kind of puzzle it is, you also have to figure out the shading styles between each column, row, and box, I'm guessing. So like the box inside each Sudoku in each grid. Okay. Yeesh. That bottom right corner is a freaking tangled mess. Holy moly. I wish you the best of luck, because god dang, Satan really whole thing is a 4x Sudoku of number placements and shading genres. Ugh. Oh, okay. Okay, I see. The big box. Okay. A 4x4. Wait, 4x4? You mean 2x2? Because the big boxes are two columns, 2 rows, right? A 4x4. Okay. I wish you the best of luck, because I wouldn't know where to start. I'm sorry. Oh, we got heavily distracted from the main game, but holy moly. Alright. Of course, thank you. Are you alright, Mr. Tangaroa? You seem kinda spaced out. I'm fine, I think my blood sugar might be running a little low. Samson? Do you have anything that might give him a little energy boost? Yeah, we do. Present! Here! Have some sugar! Huh? Is that chocolate? For me? Oh, those are the chocolates I wish I could just give them to you, Mr. Tangaroa, but the rules here don't exactly allow me to do so. Oh, that's a shame. But rules are rules, I suppose. There must be some way we can hand them to him. I hope Detective Bad is noting the meaningful looks in his direction. Let me take a look at them. If they seem legit, I might consider passing them on to the suspect. Thank you, Detective Bad. My hero! I'm touched. Thank you, Detective. Yeah, whatever. Just sit tight. Bro, that... So, Isaiah, what? Like, how far have you gotten? You said that you spent 3 hours on it already, but like, how much have you solved? In a percentage, would you say? You don't know how much this means to me. Yeah. Keep it down, will ya? For both our sakes. Of course, Detective. I wouldn't wish to put your livelihood at risk. Now, to sample these treats. Detective, I apologize for putting you in a tight spot. I didn't do it for you. It was my call. Guess you're not such a bad guy after all. Oh, the sweetness. I feel like a man reborn. Were they your handiwork, Judy? Yes. How were they? Imagine his hair grows back to black. Feel them. Oh my god. I'm not singing this. That reminds me of the. Oh my god! Remember, chat. It's been a long time, but remember when when we were playing Apollo Justice, the game number 5, we had that bonus story with the dolphins. No, not dolphins. The orcas, the killer whales, and they had a whole song and dance with that. Oh my god, I wanted to die of cringe. They're not exactly beautiful, but they're sweet and oh so flavorful. Thank you, Judy. I'm so glad you liked them. And I'm glad you're back to your old self. My apologies, friends. The food they serve here is just so flavorless. Between that and the lack of sleep, I was about ready to collapse from sheer despair. Wow, is the food here really all that bad? Just the usual. French fries, ham sandwich, stuff like that. Yes, and yet I couldn't taste a thing. Anyway, I'm heading back to the scene. Wait, he couldn't taste a thing. Does that mean that he tasted the the ice lyre, and he couldn't taste it? He can't taste salty stuff. So he's probably tasted the strings of the lyre and just like couldn't even like process it, and I think that's what happened. Before you go, Detective, do you have any new information to share? Oh yeah, you're right about the victim's identity. Frost worked as a sculptor in France, where he was known as Paul Halique. Artie Frost was Paul Halique? I never would have imagined. Poor Mr. Halique. So the famous French sculptor wasn't a Frenchman after all. This all would certainly explain why Mr. Halique was such a recluse and refused to show his face in public. He was busy working on his greatest masterpiece, apparently. A bunch of Zodiac statues. Guess he'll never finish them now. He never finished his greatest masterpiece? Nah, seems he was making statues for each season. But he never got around to. The Winter Constellations. The Winter Constellations? You mean Taurus and Gemini? So the two he made out of ice would have completed the set. Yeah. And now they're nothing but puddles. What a bummer. I'm so sorry. Oh no, Mistbound. I wasn't blaming you. One last thing. Seems he had himself a bit of a spending habit when it came to his work. Every statue cost him millions to make, which means he was always strapped for cash. We're checking to see if there's any chance someone called him in debt. Guess not even famous artists are safe from money problems. Do you have any idea why he entered the confectionery contest? None. Guy didn't even tell his family. I see. Alright, I really got to get going. I'll go fetch another guard, but I can't be hanging around here any longer. Understood, Detective. We'll see you again shortly. He's a good man. He certainly is. And an uncompromising one. Somebody who can be trusted to stand up for what he believes in. And to scare the pants off anybody he knew he meets. Now, you were going to tell me about what you learned yesterday. Of course. Allow me to give you a full report. Thank you for that. And allow me to apologize on Judy's behalf. I'm so sorry. It's fine, Mr. Tangaroa. As I told her yesterday, the important thing is that we learn the truth in the end. Now, would you mind if I ask you a question or two? By all means, I'll gladly share all that I can. What can you tell me about the contestants who took part in the final round of the contest? Let's see, there was Miss Scone. I loved her design concept. Unfortunately, her entry was in violation of the rules, so I had to disqualify her. Mr. Gusso's creations were a perfect balance of flavor and design, at least up through the semi-final. But disappointingly, his entry for the final was subpar on both counts. And there were actually something a little unusual about his entry for the semi-final as well. Which was, tasted identical to Mr. Frost's. They may have looked different, but I could have sworn I was eating the same thing. Huh? And what exactly did his work look like? Oh, there should be a photograph back in my match. I'll show it to you later, Mr. Edgeworth. But Mr. Frost's entry for the finals was truly sublime. But you were able to finish judging it? Even though his body has been discovered in the meantime. Yes, I wasn't aware of what had happened until after I completed my assessment. Mr. Frost wasn't in his room when I visited, so I took the liberty of sampling a bit. Part of the lyre, I believe. I never tasted anything like it. It was like a dream. I was so moved I burst into song. Huh? I'm sorry, but are you saying that the lyre tastes good? Huh? You're quite sure it was a lyre you tasted when you sampled Mr. Frost's work? I'm certain of it. It was part of the Gemini sculpture, which was the only sculpture in the display case. Mr. Tangaroa, would you mind taking a look at this photograph for me? So the part you tried was a lyre. The one shown here without any strings. Oh, there were strings originally. That was the part I ate. So the strings were missing because Mr. Tangaroa ate them all, and he enjoyed them. Mrs. Scone told us she ate part of a lyre as well, but she said it was far too salty for her to finish. Then it's true. The truth is, I've suspected for a while that there might be something wrong with my sense of taste. Something wrong? How so exactly? There's a taste disorder characterized by an inability to detect salty flavors, and I suspect I've been suffering from it. I eat so many sweet foods on a daily basis that it took a while for me to even notice, but there's no denying it now. I see. What? But your taste buds are your livelihood. Even if there were some long-term treatment option, I highly doubt a total cure for your condition exists. Nevertheless, you should put in a request to the police for a proper evaluation. Oh, that won't be necessary. I have a recipe for a cure back at my mansion. You do? I do. You can take a look at it for yourself, if you'd like. Samson, we can't show the recipe to just anybody. Judy, Mr. Edgeworth is hardly just anybody. He's my attorney, and I have no secrets from him. That's really what you guys should be doing. Check. You and your attorney is on your side. You have to tell them everything. Everything you think is relevant, or actually everything regardless, because that their attorney, they are obligated by client attorney privilege? Is that the term? Client attorney privilege. Yeah. That that they cannot disclose what is being spoken about between you two. Like, they will handle the case, regardless of you're guilty or not. So whenever you're in a police situation, always lawyer up. If you're guilty, lawyer up. If you're innocent, definitely lawyer up. 2, tell your lawyer everything. I think that's it. Is there a rule number 3? Like, obviously, don't tell your lawyer everything in front of the police, because they can and will use it against you. But yeah, don't lawyer up. Always lawyer up. That's the smartest thing. Even if you're innocent, even if you're guilty, lawyer up always. And tell your attorney everything. Okay, back to the game. Well, I suppose I should be getting back. Alright, we'll be right behind you. Oh yeah, don't, I guess rule number 3, don't take anything the police offers you. Right? Even if it's food, even if it's a cup of water, or at the very least, don't throw it away in the vicinity of the police where they can grab a DNA sample from you, because they will use it against you. Judy. Yes, Samson? There's more to life than just me. Please, Judy, think about the life you want to live, because I won't always be around. Don't say that. Without you, I don't have a life to live. So I'll be waiting right there at the mansion until you come home. Now, if you'll excuse me. Wait, Miss Bound. So you're telling me we'll fix everything, and Judy Bound is gonna go to jail, right? Because it's attempted murder is still attempted murder. And one of my needs ahead of her own. What do you mean? The Halik collection, the candy making. It's all because she thinks these things will make me happy. She never thinks about what she wants, what she likes. I just want her to be her own person, to choose her own destiny. The last thing I want for her is to miss out on all that life has to offer because of me. I guess that makes sense. Wait, I wonder if... Okay, she still has black hair here. I was wondering if his hair would turn white in the profile. He really does see her as his own child. What parent wouldn't want their child to walk their own path? And what parent wouldn't do everything they could to protect them? I know exactly how he feels in this moment. I think I've asked of you everything I can for now, Mr. Tangaroa. We should be getting back to the scene of the crime. Oh, you're leaving? I see. I suppose I'll be going back to the interrogation room for another session. Yes. We'll have to do something about that. You'll speak to the police for me. That too, but I'll be putting something else in place as well. The ace up our sleeve for when the time comes. I look forward to learning more. I'm counting on you, Mr. Edgeworth. We'll be back to brief you, Mr. Tangaroa, every day. And Judy, too. Thank you, Eddie. I'll look forward to it. Mr. Tangaroa, your interrogator will do everything in his power to extract a confession from you. I hate to see an innocent man suffer like this. But please, you have to do everything you can to hold out. If you can't, Mr. Von Karma will use that confession against you for as long as this case lasts. And it will make it that much harder for me to save you. I understand. And I'll try. I won't give up until you're out of there, Mr. Tangaroa. You have my word on that. Alright, back to the present, where there's another body. Wait, okay, was there a second body in the past? Detective Bat, thank you again for what you did earlier. Yeah, thanks a ton. What are you talking about? There's no need to be shy about it. Shut the fuck up! Never mind that now. I'm guessing you two are back here, looking to investigate some more. We are indeed. We need something solid if we're going to save Mr. Tangaroa. Well, I hate to break it to you, but apart from this room, the whole place is on lockdown. What? But we need to see those other rooms. This is Mr. Von Karma's doing, I presume. Who else? Haven't seen the autopsy report yet either. The guy's probably got a hand in that too. And don't expect to speak with anybody, except us cops and Miss Bound. Everybody else is gone, and I doubt Von Karma will be handing out phone numbers. Is this all just a game to him? Why does he have to go so far? So what's your plan of action, Detective? Same as before. Do what I can to help you uncover the truth, like I promised. You know, my voice is starting to sound like my impression of Mr. Detective Bad sounds like Sakura from Danganronpa. You have my grat. Just you wait, Mr. Von Karma. We're gonna beat you and your bag of dirty tricks. And Detective, maybe conduct a brief investigation of the area. Sure, but like I said, everywhere else is off bounds. You probably won't be seeing those rooms yet. You know what I just remembered about this case? So when Gregory Edgeworth eventually gets shot by Von Karma, the medium, which is Mia Fey and I forgot her name. Maya Fey? Oh yeah, Mia Fey and Maya Fey's mom. When she did ghost spirit, like mediums. What's it called? Ouija board session? I don't know. Spirit channeling. That's what it's called. When they did spirit channeling, Gregory didn't want to implicate his son, so he blamed the bailiff, and the bailiff pretended to go batshit insane, right? Because Mia Fey's mentor, the fat guy, I forgot his name, made him not guilty for reason of insanity. But the thing is, like, because of that, you remember a few years ago when there was that one dumb bitch TikToker who tried to blame a murder case on a professor because of tarot cards? It's like, bruh. Unless you're faced with hard facts, like if you're talking to spirits, right? If she's talking to spirits for it, it could be like reasons like this, like Gregory Edgeworth's case, is like the exact reason why spirit channeling and mediums aren't like actual evidence in court. It's just like you're so stupid to blame someone because you did a tarot reading. Also, like that shit pissed me off when I first heard that. Holy shit. That's fine, as long as there's at least some way of continuing our investigation, we'll make do. So we're gonna sneak in. Okay. Can we... Where does this elevator go? Second floor, Tangaroa and Bound live up there. Sounds like they live a pretty charmed life. Tea parties, candy making, that kind of thing. They even have a garden. Must be nice on a sunny day. Can we go? Can we go up there? Don't get ahead of yourself now. I'm not in the habit of palling around with attorneys. Okay. They're not all for confectionery contests. Some appear to be for charity work. What's this one here? Regular Bacon Bop's long-standing achievement in making children's dreams come true. Aw. What about this one? Trophy awarded to Tangaroa, first place International Confectioners Association Annual Spectacular. I guess it wasn't meant to last forever. None of it lasts forever, right? Gusto's room, reindeer so showed away, like that. Must be a bull. I think not. Male reindeer shed their antlers in winter, therefore it must be a female. Thanks, Mr. Trivia. Attorneys. Santa Claus statue. Tangaroa's room. Okay, so Tangaroa's room. Why is Santa there? You wanted an attorney's badge. Aw, that's cute. Piano? Is my stick drifting again? God damn it. Checked. There's nothing inside any of them. And no sign of anything having been put inside or taken out either. Okay. They're not relevant to the case. Yeah, I may like lollipops a little too much. But I'm no sucker. Okay, I wanted to look at the piano. There's some of the few things in here that aren't made of candy. Is it just me, or does the detective seem a little disappointed? Did he want to eat the candy piano? Okay. Oh, wait, hold on. There's light here. Some maracas designed to look like ice cream cones. So well made, that's hard to tell what's candy and what's not just by looking. I'd reach out and touch them, but I'd be disturbing this privacy. Hands off. I already checked them out. They're real. Did you manhandle vital evidence? I didn't touch him. Not with my hands, at least. Did he? He tried to bite the liar. Okay. Candy statues have everybody on edge. Let's get in here. That's our scene ruined. Oof, that's true. Oh my god. The ant situation would be crazy. Marked by a snowman. Candy snowman by the look of things. I'll be making that into his next lollipop. Hey, come on. A snowman candy. I would eat the shit out of that. Maybe it's marshmallow. I hand it to him. They look so real. Detective, are you saying you have personally seen cherubs before? Attorneys, always poking holes in people's words. Okay, what about here? It's the sign. Left to right, Mr. Tangaroa, Gusto, Scone, Frost. And this sign is also made from candy. What are they gonna do with all this candy? Somebody's going to eat it when the contest was over? Yeah, that's a lot of sugar, man. Sir, I'm out found what might be in it. And chocolate and what looks like flavor in frozen desserts. What? Same that at Tangaroa's work. Match the profile of those using Mr. Frost ice sculptures. Oh, from all 4 artists right here to this fountain. Guess that's how the stuff from the melted sculptures wound up in. Oh, found blood. What? Take another look in front of us. A very conspicuous pool of blood that should be here is clearly missing. Oh, they moved the blood along with the body. The victim's blood was mysteriously absent, as was part of the chocolate chest it has pulled on. I believe that the blood probably belonged to Artie Frost.
Take that!
Good. The victim, huh? I'll have the guy compare it with the blood on the murder weapon. To match the blood in the fountain is Frost. No shit. Downstream and into the fountain like this. Not the scene of... I wonder if I could talk... Okay, let's talk to everyone. About the internet on the case. Amazing display being used to store the body. teaches me to store the murder weapon. You know what? That's you know, if you look at that, if you say that out loud, you know the killer was Gusto, right? He's planting all the evidence. He's planting all the evidence into everyone else's room but his own. That's like the most suspicious. Sorry, is there no authorized personnel? No unauthorized and no authorized. That's silly. They probably say all the same thing. Okay, I guess we'll talk to Judy now. She's kind of down in the dumps. I really don't. I feel bad talking to her. Oh, Mr. Edgeworth, I'm so sorry about earlier. She's still looking kind of down in the dumps, Mr. E. She must have been greatly taken aback by what Mr. Tangaroa had to say. I found the photograph of the semi-final entries here. It's all yours? Okay. Okay. Ah! Make a cute cake. Okay, wait. Frost is... That's the semi-finals. Frost literally copied the fucking roses. And the feathers. The problem was, Samson mentioned earlier, they tasted exactly the same. However, their respective entries for the final tasted nothing alike. It seems. And that change between the semi-final and final. One thing, Mr. Gusto's son was always here with them throughout the contest, but he was nowhere to be seen during the final. Ah. Okay. So Gusto was using his son to sneak into Frost's room. The Angel's Cookbook. Right. He put it on display there so that everyone could see the grand prize. The cures in the Ultimate Cookbook? Well, the contestant, of course, but I guess nobody told you yet. So the contestants all knew what the Ultimate Cookbook was. Oh. So if I understand correctly, the Ultimate Cookbook is actually a collection of recipes for different medicines. Only new medications that haven't made it to market yet, to be precise. The right buyer, a pharmaceutical company, for example, it would be worth a fortune. Why make that the grand prize in a confectionery contest? And the sole heir to the Tangaroa family fortune. Perhaps you've heard of the Tangaroa Group. I think I've heard of them. It's a major pharmaceutical corporation. It sells all kinds of pills and poisons. Okay. Okay, talk to us about the Tangaroa Group. You've heard the idea of making people's lives better through the power of confectionery. Supported him in his quest to become the best in the world, and when they passed away, he inherited the cookbook. Why did he make such a valuable heirloom? Contest. He was hunted by so many people looking to make that book their own. He was tired of it, but it would have been an insult to his parents' memory simply to give it away. Felt worthy. Love that, handing over the fruits of all their expensive research to someone else. Which is why Delicia entered the contest. The Tangaroa Group wanted her to win the book back for them. Oh. And not only that, I told her how to appeal to Samson's taste. I tried to help her win. I wanted to protect Samson by protecting the Tangaroa Group. With that, another company, the board would never forgive him, so I won the company, but in a way Samson couldn't object to. Oh. Well, shit, Mr. Frost wasn't really a confectioner either. He still made it all the way to the final, just like she did. Not bad, but it's unbelievable, isn't it? Such a talented sculptor and a gifted crafter of desserts too. How did one man produce pieces of that size and fall in such a short period of time? I'm not sure I have much more to tell you, but if there's anything else I can help you with, I'd be happy to, of course. the T. The T is probably something. There's still one question involving Mr. Gusto for we never got an answer. You knew Mr. Frost from, didn't you? Perhaps you could tell us why.
Objection!
Also, why didn't Von Karma? I feel like if Von Karma, I don't know, man. I feel like Von Karma could have easily deduced that Tanjiro was not the killer, and instead it was Gusto, but I don't know. I don't know why they don't do that. Why don't they have the attorneys be the good guys? Not attorneys. The prosecutors be the good guys. We're always the defense attorney, but like, if you think about it, like, prosecutors should get some doves, you know?
Look at that, because I have no intention of allowing it.
My own investigation into Gusto, so there's no need for the likes of you to pester him with the same questions again. Well, answer any questions you might have. I wish I could just, like, ask him, why did Gusto kill, Frost? Mr. Frost. The connection between Gusto and Frost is simply a matter of coincidence. They both happen to be taking part in the same contest. And that's all. That's all I have to say to you. That we do. He's clearly hiding something. The connection between Gusto and Frost is simply a matter of coincidence. They both happen to be taking part in the same contest. What do you mean?
Objection!
When we got evidence of Gusto copying Frost's work. Contest semifinals, both are quite exquisitely crafted. As the nameplate suggests, these were Mr. Gusto and Mr. Frost's entries. Mr. Gusto told us comfort was far from his strong suit. Picture is just as good as Mr. Frost, exactly as good. But another witness that their two entries almost tasted exactly the same. I suggest they were helping one another out. One another? I was thinking Gusto was stealing. And the same ingredients, taste the same, share a similar design aesthetic. Two were working together. Oh, they were cooperating? I'm still desperate to prove. Gusto and Frost were indeed working together. About the details of the relationship to Frost. And they were helping one another right up until the day before the final. I see. That two were cooperating.
Objection!
Why'd you poke your nose around before I could provide proper context in court? Simply sipped up my mind to explain that to you? No. No, I don't believe it. I shared your thoughts during your discussion last night. They were helping one another right until the day before the final. Impressive. Why were they cooperating? Design is subpar and Frost was an amateur confectioner at his best. Nathan stood a chance of making it through the contest alone. Why cooperate until the end? Ended the scheme. He wanted to win the final on his own merits. His one and only goal really was to be crowned the world's best confectioner. Not allowed him to do so with the help of another. Ah. I think it might have lasted up through the final itself. I'd like to ask you some more about how long they worked together for, if you don't mind. Okay, we have an ad break soon. It should be up, like, right about now. So, as soon as we get it, as soon as it starts, I'll stop playing. Okay, ad break. We'll take a break. Go get some water. Get a restroom break. Go piss. Go piss, girl. Hi, cat. Hello. Hi, baby. Hi, cat. Okay. Welcome back. Hold it. Let me ask more about this. Yes. I'm not objecting to your characterization, Mr. Ghost's design sense. be a likeness of me. Just thinking him out with just turns my stomach. I kind of like the guy's work. Rich amateur and an artistically improper profession. It was inevitable that they would wind up working together. Okay, so this is Mr. Frost room, and then it melted. Hold on. I'm trying to figure out a bit more about this. Am I missing something? Hold it! I'm pretty sure I asked about this. So I have told you to do what you find your train not my concern. Okay, so for assessment, it sounded as if Mr. Frost entered for the final. Working with Mr. Gusto, right? That's precisely what I was thinking. Oh, okay. So we present this misgone statement.
Objection!
They weren't working together during the finals. I find that a little hard to believe. Miss Gone is on record having described Mr. Frost's situation as scrumptious. And while he was certainly skilled, I doubt even he could become a world-class confectioner overnight. It seems far more likely to me that he and Mr. Gusto were still cooperating during the finals. How many times must I explain this to you? Assertions require proof, and one person's entirely subjective statement is not proof of anything. I unfortunately agree with Manfred von Karma here.
Besides, even amateurs can occasionally make delicious food. Maybe perhaps
Frost was simply lucky. That's not true because of the liar. For example, is an amateur whose cooking puts first-class chefs to shame. I forgot that he even had a wife. I forgot that he had the capacity to love. You're ignoring another crucial part of the pharmacist's testimony, namely that she also describes someone Frost's work that has been unbearably salty. Exactly. Your evidence actually shows that Frost failed to produce perfect confectionery. That's my point. That's my point exactly. An entry for the finals. Wouldn't it have taken a while to make? Making flavored water, and then carving 2 whole sculptures? Could he really have done all that and helped Mr. Gusto with his work? If it was me, I'd have barely gotten as far as setting the flavored water up to the freeze part. I just can't see how Mr. Frost could have pulled it off. Perhaps there's some lawyerly instinct in you after all, Eddie. Your pondering certainly point to another possibility. Eddie's right. Mr. Frost would have needed to freeze his own large blocks of flavored ice to create his art. And there wouldn't have been time to do that during the contest itself. So must have in order to finish his flavored ice entry within the time. Either make it the day before the final, or make it out of something else entirely. I'm pretty sure is make the ice the day before the final, because it melted, right? If it wasn't ice, it wouldn't have melted. If it was something out of else, it would require like sugar. It would have required higher temperatures to melt it. But apparently it was like 26. I don't know. Then all would have. Oh, I'm sorry. I just realized something. That's all. I realized that you're correct.
I hope you know what you're doing, pal.
Oh, accepting defeat at last, RP. The only thing I'm accepting is that perhaps one of the things you said was true. They were helping one another up until the day before the final. Just as you said, the day before the final really did mark the end of their collaboration. Mr. Frost's entry was carved entirely from blocks of flavored ice. Ice which would have needed at least a day to freeze, and whose flavors would therefore already been prepared by Mr. Gusto.
Yes, which lines up perfectly with what Gusto told me, that he helped Frost until the day before the final.
In that case, why didn't Mr. Frost reciprocate and help Mr. Gusto in return?
I can hardly be a chat. Did you read the minds of the dead?
Objection!
Perhaps not, but I imagine Mr. Gusto could tell us, so why don't you just let us speak with him? Or do you still insist your interrogation was as thorough as you claim?
How dare you call my methods into question?
That's not my intention. I just don't understand why you would obstruct a perfectly valid line of inquiry. Give me one good reason as to why you're keeping Mr. Gusto from me.
One good reason, certainly.
The how and the why of Frost and Gusto's collaboration have absolutely no bearing on this case.
Objection!
Actually, it has everything to. They will have broken down for some reason. That could very well have been the motive behind this murder.
Good indeed.
Then why did Gusto himself tell me all about it? Why did the man seem so keen on accusing Sheriff? Some details of his collaboration with the prosecution. Well, you have some proof to back up your posture suspicions this time? That we know of, and I imagine Mr. Von Karma is aware exactly what that suspicion action was. This is probably a trap. But even if this is a trap, I can't back down now. We still don't know why.
If that's your only concern, then allow me to clear it up for you.
Yeah, I was saving this for the trial, but consider it a taste of things to come. I hate for the proceedings to drag on because of your needless interjections.
Here, take a look at this.
That's Gusto and Frost and their sons. And his father daily up until the semifinal in order to retrieve this photograph. And their sons attended the same elementary school. No shit. In fact, Mr. I might place him under undue suspicions. Concern that you just and you have given me no reason to believe otherwise. You're never going to let me talk to Mr. Gusto.
Now, if you are quite done obstructing my investigation, I have things to be getting on with.
It's kind of weird that the prosecutors themselves have to do the investigating, you know? I kind of agree with Eustace here. The police should be doing the investigating. He has a body, a murder weapon, and a suspect in custody. If the prosecution means to pursue Mr. Tangaroa, surely they have all they need. Why is Mr. still investigating the scene of the crime? We're missing something. Something important. With the prosecutor of Mr. Tangaroa, and yet he still doesn't seem entirely confident of his case. If he was, why refuse to share information with Mr. Detective Bad? No autopsy report. Ooh, we got a puzzle piece for this. Yeah, we still haven't solved the mystery of what happened to the evidence that went missing. Wow. That should be here is clearly missing. Evidence that turned up not in Mr. Tangaroa's room, but in a most unusual place. To match the blood in the fountain is Frost's. And yet we found some in the fountain instead. Why? They dispose of the blood, but why? Why would they do that? Why go to removing the blood from the scene after the body has been discovered? And why only the blood? Surely the body would have also been in the way. Wait, could someone have moved the body aside to get to the blood? body might have been moved aside, or even removed from the scene of the crime entirely. After all, as far as we know, there's still no autopsy report. We've learned plenty about the murder weapon and the suspect, but very little about the body itself. Our assumption thus far has been that the body has been recovered by the forensics team. But what if that assumption is false? What if Mr. Von Karma wouldn't show Detective Bad the autopsy report out of something other than spite? What if we've been thinking about this the wrong way around all along? What if... And why didn't Mr. Von Karma hold back information about the body? Did Mr. Von Karma even have any information about the body in the first place? How did things look from that angle? Perhaps the body hadn't been removed by police in order to carry out an autopsy. Perhaps it has already been removed and hidden away by the culprit before their arrival. We both heard the rumors about Mr. Von Karma's questionable methods, fabricated witness statements, shady deals, forged evidence even. But what's that got to do with us right now? I would never judge a person on the basis of rumors alone. Even if Mr. Von Karma, I tried my best not to let my preconceptions color our interactions with him. Nonetheless, it appears he may indeed be willing to twist the truth onto his own ends. Ah, this is the reason why he gets murdered. Might have been, and still is. I'm returning to the prosecutor's office. Don't breathe a word of anything to that infernal attorney.
Hold it!
Hold it!
Yes, what is it now?
I have a few questions, Mr. Von Karma, about a certain fact you've been keeping from us.
Really?
You mean to call the methods of an officially sanctioned investigation into question?
Yet again. I'm warning you, if you obstruct the police in their vault work any further, there will be consequences.
Objection!
It's not the police I have an issue with, Mr. Von Karma, it's you!
What?
Isn't it on the prosecution to work out who the real culprit of a crime is?
What foolishness is this?
I have no intention of debating what the prosecution role is or is not with the likes of you.
But let me make one thing clear. My job is to identify suspects and ensure that every last one of them is convicted at all costs.
Believe me when I say I leave absolutely no room for doubt when I present my perfect, unassailable cases.
Objection!
That's where you're weird. And how far would you go for your perfect cases? Would you create facts out of the whole cloth? Of whole cloth, perhaps? Ha! And I thought you had outdone yourself already. But now you intend to accuse me of fabricating evidence. I do. Because it is why you've done nothing but hinder Detective Bad from doing his job at every turn.
What are you talking about?
You didn't shut him out of the investigation because you wanted him to keep an eye on us. You did it to stop him from finding out that you don't have the body!
What?
He doesn't have the body!
Objection.
Ridiculous. You're clutching at pearls. I will tolerate no more of your preposterous slander. Then allow us to examine it. Prove me wrong if you can. I'm afraid you have to try a little harder than that. I'm under no obligation whatsoever to prove your baseless accusations one
Objection!
way or another. As you must see for yourself, a piece of bloody chocolate is missing from the scene of the crime. Why did it disappear? And where did it go?
What does it matter? Some blood went missing from the chest where the body was found. So what?
So what indeed? That's precisely my question. If the body was still at the scene when the police got here, removing the blood would accomplish nothing. However, let us suppose for a moment that the body was not. If someone had wanted to erase any trace of what had happened in that room, then it makes all perfect sense.
Objection!
What is this petty obsession with the blood stain? But since it's so important to you, why don't you tell me where you believe it went?
Of course, after all, evidence is everything, as you never tire of telling us. I believe this should back up my theory quite nicely. Was found at... Okay, that's all.
Take that!
Traces of the victim's blood were found in the fountain, along with traces of the chocolate from Mr. Tangaroa's room. I believe the missing piece of blood-stained chocolate was dumped into the stream that flows into the fountain, which strongly points towards one certain fact. Someone purposely disposed of the blood after the body had been removed from the chest. Mr. Von Karma, where did you find the body? You didn't find it, did you? Answer me, you.
Where did you get your hands on that kind of evidence? You have neither the authority nor the means to carry out that kind of analysis on the fountain water.
No, but I...
Curse you, Bad! You've been a thorn in my side for the moment you were aside. Well, no longer. As of now, you are officially off the case.
I was barely on it in the first place. Mr. Von Karma, you still haven't answered my question. Will you admit it? Will you confirm that no body was ever recovered?
Tisk. It's really quite the claim, you know. One that you'll never find any proof for, I'm afraid. Now, if you don't mind, I have given you quite enough of my precious time already. I look forward to destroying you in court, Gregory Edgeworth. Your precious logic and theories won't save you then. Nothing will.
And then we go into court.
Your methods will be your undoing. No matter how you try to hide the truth, I'll bring it all to light in the end.
Ah, Greg. I love you, bud. I love you, buddy. You were such a cool character. But you have the default NPC face.
Don't sweat it. It was always gonna end this way. Honestly, nobody's ever sidelined me the way he did before. First time for everything, huh?
You know,
I think you might be right about the body being missing.
I am, and I'll prove it in court.
Well, if there's anything I can do to help, just say the word. Since, you know, I'm off the case now.
That's very kind. I'm sorry to keep asking favors of you, Detective Bad. There's one more thing.
Hey, what are you guys whispering about? Come on, let me in on the secret.
Alright, Eddie. Detective I were just arranging a little insurance for the trial. I think we have enough to see Mr. Tangaroa acquitted. But I prefer to have an ace in the hole, just in case. And? What is it? You'll find out in the courtroom.
Wait, what? You're letting me join you?
Of course I am. You're my assistant after all.
Ha! I'll be more than that by next year. I'll be a full-fledged attorney, you know. We can take on Mr. Von Karma together.
Indeed. Though I'm hoping we'll have freed Mr. Tangaroa by then. But if we're up against Mr. Von Karma, I guess we can't rule out the possibility that this might take some time.
Right, but we'll do everything we can in the meantime.
I know you can beat Mr. Von Karma, Mr. E.
I believe in you.
We can't allow Mr. Tangaroa to remain in prison for a crime he didn't commit, and we won't. I'll expose Mr. Von Karma's lies if it's the last thing I do. And it is the last thing you do. Well, technically. Alright, but that's all I have for today. We're gonna end stream here. Oh, what? Back to title, don't save. Alright. I'm gonna end it here. Thanks so much for watching. I hope everyone has a great day, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are. And as always, please remember to take care of yourself, and I will see you all in the next stream. There's not gonna be a raid today. Again, I honestly feel bad raiding out to people with only one viewer. I know people always claim that they don't mind, that they're always welcome. They're always welcome anyone and everyone, but I want to raise my own viewers. If that's an okay, if that's a proper term. I want to stream. I'm streaming for fun, right? I don't want to do this for. I don't want to do this for clout. I don't want to do this to coach any streamers. So we're just gonna leave it there. I think that's all I have to say. So take care, everyone. Love y'all. And for me, since it's almost 8 p.m. with me right now, I'm gonna